Hi, this is Donna from Clever Crafting. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today we are making a great scrap busting card using our Bugs Alive Cardmakers Kit. Here's a picture of it here. So for this card, we'll be using the stamp and die set, the exclusive stamp and die set that comes in the kit, some of the stickers, and use those scraps up pack that's in there, and some pattern paper. Okay, so let's get started on the card. We're going to start with this 14.8 by 6 centimeter piece of acetate. So this is just a small piece that we're going to use for the base of our scraps. I'm actually just going to pop it over the top of this black cardstock so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to grab these strips that are pre-cut. All the measurements are in the book. These are 6 millimeters by 14.8 millimeters. Actually, I think I left these at 6 centimeters, at 6 inches, I beg your pardon, because I just used the full width, the full length of the paper. And I am just positioning these on my acetate. So I've just stuck the first one down in slow motion, and then I'm just adding all the rest. So I've got 3 6 millimeter by 14.8 strips, and then I've got one 1.2 centimeter, so 12 millimeter strip in the middle, which is double the width. And then I'm repeating it on the other edge. Now, for those of you that like to work in imperial, these are literally 1/4 inch strips and then a 1/2 inch strip, and I've just used double-sided tape on the back. From that, I'm going to cut 2 of my bugs. Now, for this particular card, I'm cutting the bee and the grasshopper. And you might have to run that through your die cutting machine a couple of times, because acetate, I beg your pardon, can sometimes be a little bit difficult to cut. So in those little pieces, I'm going to try and use in another project. All right, so here's our piece, and I've had to trim that down to 14.3 centimeters wide to go on our white matte layer. You can see that I've just used some masking tape and positioned this, adhered that into place, but not with glue, just with masking tape to temporarily hold it so I can line up the stamps. Now, I can then very carefully remove my stripy piece, and I'm just doing that there. I'm actually using that masking tape to make sure that the background doesn't slip. So this is what we're actually physically stamping on the matte layer of our card. I'm using VersaFine, I beg your pardon, VersaFine Black Onyx ink. It's a pigment ink, so I can heat emboss it. I always like to heat emboss it just with clear embossing powder, so I can then use any colouring medium. I can use alcohol markers or watercolours. Today I'm going to use ink as water paint, so anything you like. So here I am just dipping it in my little container of clear embossing powder, making sure I get good coverage, tapping off the excess, and then I'm going to heat it up with my heat gun. So just a little tip. If you heat up your card from the back, you can see I did that very quickly then. If you heat up your card first and then do the front, it settles, it sets the embossing powder a lot faster. All right, so I'm actually colouring in with some Distress Oxide. So I'm using pine needles and mowed lawn for my grasshopper. And I'm going to do some of this slow. Colouring is not really my thing, although I am getting better at it. It's one of those things that the more you practice, the better you get at it. For those of you that subscribe and get our kits every 6 weeks, you would have had the link to see me doing all of this in a little bit slower and explaining it a bit more. But in this short video, you just see a little snippet of me doing this, and very quickly. So I'm just starting with the dark green, going around the edges that I think would have shading, and then I'm going to get my mowed lawn and put it on the rest of the area. You can in actual fact do it the other way around. Start with the mowed lawn, which is the lighter colour, and just do it over the whole thing, and then just add the shading where you think with the darker colour, which is in this case pine needles. All right, even though he's a bit fuzzy, I don't know why that didn't focus, he's done. And then I'm going to do the bee. Now the bee, I'm going to hold up 2 colours, and they go very, very quickly. They are in actual fact spiced marmalade, and which I don't use actually. I use mustard seed only for this, because I found that the mustard seed was really good to give me the highlights as well. And the other color that I ended up using was a black soot. So there they are. So there's my bee and my grasshopper. Very cute. I love their little eyes. They're so cute. All right, so now this is the piece that we have all the strips on. So this is the back of it. So this is the acetate acetate side up. Whew, getting a bit tongue-tied today, obviously. And these are cardboard strips that I've cut very small, and I've got double-sided tape on it. I actually put the double-sided tape on the old cardboard first, and then I cut it into these tiny little strips. I like to use the sticky part for the acetate, and then on the other side I'm going to use glue. So I showed you the first couple. I've just sped all of this up and then chopped a bit of it out, and I'm just, you can see, filling all of that up. Now I'm going to grab my glue, so my bottle there that has been well loved. This is our Smart Art glue. It's great. It dries clear and matte, and it's actually quite fast at drying, and it's fabulous for glues and fabrics and all sorts of things. So, all right, so I have covered all of those strips with a small line of glue, and I'm going to put this in place over my little bugs that I have stamped and coloured in. I always find it's best to stand up when I do that part to make sure that I get it in the right spot. That looks pretty good to me. All right, I used one of our stickers, and it says thinking of you, that I've just put on a little banner of another little piece of that scrap. You can see that I've done that there and cut the fishtail end. That's a bit too long, so I will just trim that off. Snip. All right. Terrific. Now all I need to do is glue this onto my black matte layer. Now you could actually stick this directly onto a black card base, but I chose this time to put it on a matte layer and then put this on my card base, which you'll see me doing in a moment. So we're just going to put that in position, then pop some glue on the back of that and line it up over our card base. This is just a standard A6 card base, which is an A5 piece of cardstock folded in half. I like to use 350 GSM card for my card bases. Here it is, and it is so cute. I loved this card so much that I ended up making 6 of them, and I'm going to show you some of those now. So this is the one that we made today for this video, and then we've got the others that I ended up making because I got addicted to them, and that was so much fun. I added a little bit of bling to that one. And the mosquito, I've got to be honest with you, coming from Queensland, even though they annoy me, the mosquito is my favourite stamp in this stamp set. And this one I did for a boy, and it's on craft cards, so it came up really well as well. Anyway, I would really love to thank you very much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more card making inspiration. If you'd like to get your hands on the Bugs Alive Cardmakers Kit and the exclusive stamp and die set I used today, just click the link in the description box below. So until next time, stay safe and happy crafting.